Hollywood is no stranger to feuds, but the latest clash between Meghan Markle and Tracee Ellis Ross has stirred a storm of controversy that refuses to quiet down. What began as whispers of tension behind the scenes has now exploded into a full-blown spectacle, with Tracee Ellis Ross reportedly calling out Meghan's carefully constructed public image. For a woman who has spent years portraying herself as both a victim and a trailblazer, Meghan is now facing a public reckoning from one of Hollywood's most respected voices, and the humiliation is impossible to ignore. According to insiders close to the situation, the alleged fallout between Meghan Markle and Tracee Ellis Ross didn't emerge overnight. Their paths crossed in Hollywood circles long before Meghan married into the British monarchy. While Tracee was steadily building her reputation as a powerhouse in the entertainment industry with undeniable talent, charisma, and a career built on hard work, Meghan was navigating her way through smaller acting roles and strategic networking. Tracee reportedly found Meghan's relentless pursuit of status more opportunistic than genuine, and that perception only deepened after Meghan's marriage to Prince Harry. When Meghan began rebranding herself as an activist, humanitarian, and cultural voice, Tracee is said to have quietly rolled her eyes, believing Meghan's actions were less about real change and more about self-promotion. The alleged bombshell came during a private industry gathering, where Tracee, known for her unfiltered honesty, reportedly made remarks about Meghan's behavior and her habit of inserting herself into conversations about race, gender, and social justice. Witnesses claimed Tracee didn't mince words. She accused Meghan of weaponizing her struggles for personal branding rather than truly committing to the causes she champions. For Meghan, who has worked tirelessly to control her narrative, this kind of public undressing from someone as influential as Tracee is nothing short of humiliating. Tracee's criticism strikes at the heart of Meghan's carefully polished image, painting her less as a visionary and more as a self-serving opportunist. What makes Tracee Ellis Ross's remarks even more devastating for Meghan is the contrast between the two women's reputations. Tracee is admired across Hollywood as a trailblazer in her own right, the daughter of music legend Diana Ross, yet someone who carved her own path with authenticity, talent, and credibility. She has become a role model without relying on scandal, manipulation, or controversy. Meghan, on the other hand, has faced mounting criticism for her constant reinvention. From actress to royal to philanthropist to Hollywood producer, critics argue she has yet to succeed in any of these roles without leaning heavily on the notoriety of her royal title. Tracee's words, therefore, resonate with a wider audience already skeptical of Meghan's motivations. Tracee's comments align with a pattern of skepticism that has followed Meghan for years. Her public falling out with the British royal family, her fractured friendships, and her repeated claims of being silenced have created an image of a woman who thrives on drama. Critics argue that Meghan positions herself as a victim in nearly every chapter of her story, while at the same time leveraging her platform for personal gain. Tracee exposing this contradiction cuts deep because it comes from another prominent woman of color, someone who cannot be dismissed as merely jealous or biased. Instead, it underscores the uncomfortable reality that Meghan's narrative has cracks that others are beginning to exploit. What amplifies Meghan's humiliation is how Hollywood appears to be reacting. Insiders suggest that Tracee's words reflect a growing sentiment in the industry. Meghan is not as respected as she believes. While Meghan has managed to secure high-profile interviews and lucrative deals, she has struggled to gain credibility as a true creative force. Her Spotify deal collapsed, her Netflix projects face constant delays, and her public speeches often receive mixed reviews. By contrast, Tracee Ellis Ross continues to be celebrated, landing meaningful roles, leading conversations in fashion and activism, and maintaining an authentic voice. In this context, Tracee's exposure of Meghan only highlights the disparity between someone respected for substance and someone often accused of chasing headlines. For Meghan, the most humiliating part of this ordeal isn't simply Tracee's comments. It's the fact that her critics now have ammunition from within the very circles she has tried so hard to penetrate. Hollywood thrives on authenticity, and Meghan's ongoing struggle to prove hers has made her an easy target. Tracee Ellis Ross's refusal to play along with Meghan's narrative exposes a glaring weakness: Meghan's inability to control how others perceive her when the mask slips. In the court of public opinion, this humiliation cuts far deeper than royal scandals or tabloid attacks. This is a rejection from within from a woman Meghan may have once seen as a peer, but who now represents the credibility she craves and can't seem to obtain. As this feud continues to ripple through Hollywood, one thing has become clear: Meghan Markle's image is under siege like never before. Tracee Ellis Ross, with her candid exposure, has forced Meghan into a spotlight she cannot dim. While Meghan will likely attempt to spin this humiliation into another chapter of victimhood, the damage is already done. Tracee's reputation remains untouchable, while Meghan's looks increasingly fragile. In the end, Meghan's greatest humiliation may not be the words Tracee spoke, but the undeniable reality they reveal. When stripped of titles, branding, and carefully crafted narratives, Meghan Markle has far less power than she desperately wants the world to believe.